Good morning, beautiful people. Well, it's 10 to 7 in the morning. I've been up for about half an hour. I've had a nice coffee, woken up a bit because it's science today, but I'm going to do some positivity cards. I thought I'd leave a nice positive video for today, seeing as though the theme's been on narcissists and toxic people. Let's have some niceness today, shall we? Focus on what's important, and that's yourselves and your happiness. So I'll just shuffle these and see what comes out. Oh, a bit of positivity. Would you like to give us all this? Get my fingers and brain to work in the morning is not good. Brain to rest of body coordination isn't very good. Anyway, right, I'll cut the cards. Let's see if anything falls out. One's jumped out on the floor. Oh, actually it's two. Let's see what we've got. Of course. Do more of what makes you happy, definitely. Always, always. Especially when you're feeling down. You'll know when you're not feeling right. You might not know the reasons, but you know, could be a multitude of things. Yeah, do what makes you happy. If something doesn't feel right, go and find something that does, you know, something that gives you butterflies and goosebumps and that happy anticipation feeling, you know, something good. Music, dance, walking, you know, we can all find happiness. We don't have to pay for it. We don't have to get it from other people. We can just get it for ourselves. No, we know what makes us happy, you know. Even if it is just 10 minutes with some banging tunes on, just to dance around a bit, you know, get that all the happy hormones going in your head. And the next one, my possibilities are endless, which they are, you know. If you dream big things come in. Well, as long as you're doing everything in the right way, you know. If you're sending out negative thoughts and feelings and you're full of rage and hate and things like that, then no, you're not really going to get everything that you want, because life's not about that sort of thing. Life's about evolving and growing, and if you can spread a bit of happiness in yourself, you start spreading happiness in other people. Now, I was had a reading yesterday. It wasn't a personal one. It was one that I just come across on YouTube, and it's weird. You use your intuition on these things, and certain readers pop out. There's certain readers that I go back to because they are very, very good, very intuitive. And it is just amazing, the detail, personal details, so personal that they can pick up on. And it's like, wow, get out of my head. But yeah, I was being told that I'm a very powerful healer. But yeah, that's just come out. I will live as a healer. I will heal others. I will heal myself first, and then I can heal others properly, you know. Lead by example. If you don't like my example, then you're the sort of person that needs healing. But yeah, I can't tell you that. You need to figure that one out for yourself. Like with everybody, you know, I can't help people heal. I can only give them advice, you know. If they want that help, at the end of the day, they've got to do it themselves. You know, nobody came to help me, to rescue me. They tried, yeah. You know, you got your friends that will do, you know, they'll give you everything they possibly can, but deep down, they can't do that internal work for you. You're the one that has to do that. So, anyway, this was going to be a short video because I need to get ready for college. But, yeah, happiness, big possibilities, and everyone's a healer, really, if they put the mind to it, the right mind. You can always help somebody, even with just a smile, brighten somebody's day. That's healing, you know, passing on a bit of niceness to somebody else. It doesn't have to be much, and it doesn't cost anything at all. So I shall leave you there, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'm sure I will. I'm looking forward to science today. I feel a lot better now. I've decided that I've cut down just to the one lesson instead of the 3. A bit more manageable for me. Yeah, and I feel like there's a big weight that's been lifted off my shoulders, which is good, because normally I would have just stopped going to college and lost out on the opportunity, just due to my own head. You know, it seems daft now just how much my head used to stop me from doing things. But that's because I hadn't dealt with all the conditioning from growing up, from being a child. But you start doing that work, and life changes very much, in big ways, and it's absolutely amazing. I know, I'm sorry, there's going to be people out there that go, come on, Kaz, shut the fuck up. You keep going on about how happy you are. But really, if you'd have known me even just a year ago, massive difference. I just can't stop talking about it. It's a complete life change, complete change around, from rock bottom to, you know, all I wanted was just to be able to cope day to day, and now I'm coping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. At the moment, nearly 365 days, you know. I've nearly had, I would have had just about a full year, very nearly, yeah, 30th of November. My dad died on the 3rd, so, you know, 4 days. And it will be a year where I decided that I needed to carry on with healing myself, walking away from family, because it was very horrible what they did to me. You know, when my dad died, that was me letting them have their final attempt at the hurt, because they never told me that he died. They never told me he was ill. They didn't give me the chance to go and say goodbye. They told him that I hated him before he died. You know, that's how evil people can be. You know, that's how evil my family was, or is. They're still around, so they are still. But I say is because I don't have anything to do with them. Yeah, I found out the information that I needed about my dad, that he died. I wasn't even told when the funeral was. I had to have somebody else tell me when that was. But yeah, since I found out that he died, I was able to let go of the rest of the family, because, you know, he was my attachment to the rest of the family, really. We had a bond, very much so. Yeah, and it was just very, well, I knew that they'd done it for a reason, to cause as much harm as they possibly could. It was a perfect opportunity. You know, I mean, my gran is that sort of person. She will twist and fucking turn and, make up so much shit, just so it harms other people, you know? And it's stupid. It really is. It's just cruel. There's no need for it. But that's how she's learnt to get her gratification. You know, that's what makes her happy. Seeing other people suffer at her hands. Or her in the background sort of manipulating other people to do her work for her. You know, that's the psychotic side of her. She likes to control other people's lives in a way that destroys people, and it's horrible. But yeah, I've moved on. It might not sound like it because I keep going on about certain things, but I have to process everything to understand on a deeper level that, you know, who these people are and what they do. It's not actually my fault, even though they make out that it is. It's all of their own doing. And yeah, last year I refused to take the blame. I refused even to go down to the funeral because I knew what it was going to be like. They wanted me to go down. I know my gran did, very much so. She wants the attention. She wants the drama. She wants to sit there, you know, in the funeral or wherever you got the crematorium. And she'll be like, oh, how can I start shit now? This is all going to kick off, and it's all because of me. Yay! Let's make this day into all about me and how Kaz has come down and, you know, waltzed in thinking she owns a place and sat down, and, you know, I can just imagine all the shit, you know, but it wouldn't have been to my face. It would have been when I left. They would have been, oh, all nice to my face, or just not talk to me, one or the other, you know, the extremes, which it is. It's very extreme. And it was just a farce. It was just, for my gran, a show. Oh, there's my alarm. 7 o'clock. Time to get up for college. Yeah, so it was just, my gran wouldn't have been sad at all. So it would have been an act straight away, and I would have seen straight through it. And I didn't want to taint his memory with that shit. I really didn't. So I said goodbye to him in my own way. I agreed. Said goodbye. But I know that he's still there. He's still around. He's just transformed into a different form of energy. He's, he knows exactly what's gone on. So yeah, he might have, before he died, like they say, been a broken man because somebody told him that I hated him. But I know that he's not broken now. In fact, our connection is our conscious connection is even stronger than it ever has been in my whole life. You know, I'm finding that with quite a few people. Since I've opened up to the universe, my consciousness is connecting and recognising energies, and it's wonderful. It really is. It's mind blowing, but it's wonderful. But yeah, Dad, love you lots. Yeah, I talk to him all the time. You know, he's still around. I still get comfort from him. You know. Every time I see a seagull, I think of him. Every time I draw, I think of him. Every time I go out in nature, I think of him. Every time I look at my skills, my empathy, I look at him. You know, he's always there. Even if I didn't want him to be, he's always there. He's had an imprint on my life, a big impact. He's been the good influence in my life. He brought me up. He's my dad. And he's not my biological dad, but he brought me up. He's my dad. And my family can't take that away, even though my gran has been trying to take that away for years. Yeah. But this is it. This is the games that they play. This is the toxic patterns of abuse, neglect, harm, whatever. Mental torture, physical torture. And when you're stuck in it, yeah, people who knew me before I got better know how fucking screwed up I was. And it's all because of that. It's all because of all those influences in my life that have twisted how my brain thought about myself and the world, and how I thought about them. And it only got better when I decided that I wasn't going to take it anymore, when I decided that I wasn't going to stand for being abused. And then I learnt to understand the damage that it caused and how to fix it. I can't say I'm 100% fixed, but for damn sure I am, 85–90%. And in nearly 48 years, doing that since May, a year, but for definite, the full-blown letting go of everything and opening up to the universe was May. And it just really has been a snowball effect since then. Just everything getting better in my life, me getting better, my prospects getting better, opportunities knocking at the door, so many different ways, moving forward leaps and bounds, not stuck in my own head of torture, constantly going over and over and over different scenarios of 47 years. You know, it's a light bulb moment when you realise just what's going on in your head and just how other people play with that, play with your emotions on a daily basis, pull on the heartstrings, you know, or tap that little fucking anger rage button. Yeah, I know how to push that one. Ding 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 ding. Let's see when you explode. And then we'll blame you for exploding, shall we? Yeah. We'll push all those buttons and then walk away from all the blame. But then that's where you have to take responsibility. Firstly, by staying away from that button pusher. You know, you can't push buttons if they're not around you. They can't push buttons if they're not influencing you in any way. They can't push buttons if you don't see what they're talking about on social media or in messages or, you know, blocked a lot. You don't see it. It's not having an impact up here and causing you to rage or to trigger into whatever, like for me, terrified child. With other people it could be, you know, a rage and anger and frustration, and there's so many different emotions that people play with. And they really should be held accountable, because they cause a hell of a lot of damage in so many different ways. But anyway, I need to get ready for college. I need to have my coffee and wake up a bit first, but cheers everyone, have a great day, love you lots, bye bye.